Alright, here we go, driving around St Armand Circle. There's Tommy Bahama restaurant right there. That may be a possibility for dinner tonight. You have to check the menu. This is St Armand Circle on Friday. After leaving the beach in Lido Key. And some people are out for early dinner already. It seems like we're on our way back to get a shower, and we may be coming back here to eat. So we're doing a little video, which you can
at the roundabout, take the third exit and John Ringling Boulevard.
Halfway around the circle anyway, before we leave town. Right? Or maybe, yeah, we're just going to do halfway around the circle. There you go. So I've seen other videos on YouTube like this. And we're about to leave the circle to head out over the bridge and continue filming out till we get started on this bridge, and you can see what this drive is like leaving Lido Key, going back towards Sarasota Bay on the way to Siesta Key. So you can see people are out, people are showered, people are ready for dinner, even though it's still really early. Right now it's 4:50. So we're going to shower, get home, shower up, and get back out here. So we got a 10-mile, 22-minute drive from here, according to the Waze app. We're going to wait for too long because that's what you do here. And we're going to set out to drive over the bridge that is probably one of the nicest bridges I've gone over. The water looks really clear, palm trees line the bridge, and it's just beautiful for every view that you have. So you hear a little wind noise. That's because Tina has the window down, just so she can film out her side, but now we just put the window up. So if you look to the left, you'll see the water. And we'll get a better view once we get up over the bridge some. We'll see water on both sides. But it's a really quick little drive. As we go over the bridge also, directly ahead of us, you'll see downtown Sarasota. We took a little driving tour today, and it was pretty desolate and empty, and very few people walking around, little car traffic, and but clean, and you know, really quiet, I will say. So here's some of the view going over one of the bridges heading back towards Sarasota proper. And you can look at the GPS real quick and see we have 1.4 miles through the bayfront of Sarasota, so we're going over the water. We're about to hit another bridge that's a popular spot for people stopping to watch the sunset, which we did a few nights ago. Really clear water. And the other day, in the opposite direction going over this bridge, Tina saw a boat with a bunch of dolphins jumping nearby. So here's the bay. Here's the water. People are setting up tripods to get views of the sunset already, which it won't be for another 3 hours. But just beautiful with the palm trees, and really very little, if any at all, any litter or garbage down here. It's very clean. Here's a community right there to the right called Bird Key, which I'm sure has rentals and places to stay. And as we get up a little bit here, you're going to get a great view of the water on both sides and the downtown. So the water is just clear everywhere. It's very tropical here, more so than I imagined it would be. It's really kind of a tropical paradise. I didn't expect it to be as nice as it is, and I didn't expect to love it as much as I do, but it's incredible, and I'm already in my head planning a return trip. However, I'm not quite sure when a good month would be to visit here, other than right now the month of May and possibly April, which also does have somewhat of a spring break crowd. So here's us touching down on the other side, Sarasota, downtown, directly in front of us. Mostly it looks like condos and residences. But the water's clear. Also very little boat traffic down here, I noticed. I mean, there's more boats that I see on a weekend in New Jersey than here. And very little foot traffic and not much car traffic. It's really an easy place to visit and an easy place to have a rental car. So now we're going to get to our drive through the streets around the bay. Maybe we'll keep the video on just a little bit longer. Yeah, mostly just, I mean, the only high-rise buildings you see here are places that people live. As we cruise past the waterfront,
Keep right to Bayfront Drive.
looks like they're doing some improvements here. Like I said, very clean. I don't see any vagrancy. I don't see
Continue
any
straight for 13 minutes to Sticky Point
homeless,
Road.
any begging. It just seems to be really nice downtown. It does seem to be fairly empty and fairly quiet. I don't know if you could make a living here or enough money to support what you're doing, but I'm going to point to Tina off the left here. They have a flea market going on under these tents right here at the Bayside. Must be a Friday evening. Farmers market, flea market, artisan sale of some sort, but they have it all outdoor here on the waterfront, which is really cool. So we drove by earlier and that was not set up yet, but that would be something cool to visit. They have some public restrooms there, and they have more continuing on this side. So it's seafood and music festival this weekend is what I see. So here you go. There's a big stage. Welcome to the Seafood and Music Festival. So really cool. Right there at the Bayfront. So I imagine staying down here for the whole month of May would not be so bad, right? I'm sure I could stand not seeing Philly and Jersey for a month. So maybe every May in my future, I'll be down here in Sarasota. A lot of sailboats anchored out there right in the bay. Just a beautiful view, a beautiful drive. We've done this 4 or 5 times so far this week. We've traveled as far north from here as Anna Maria Island. We stopped at Coquina Beach to do some swimming, and then Bradenton Beach, Bridge Street, for dinner and coffee. And here's the Marie Selby Botanical Garden, which I believe is a very popular... Can you snap a picture while you're filming it? No? Popular spot right there too. That's probably really nice to do. I saw a little commercial, or maybe I saw it on YouTube. Looks pretty neat. But as you can see, hardly anyone walking. Not a lot of car traffic. But we're about to approach Tamiami Trail, which I just learned is a name for this road that connects Tampa and Miami, Tamiami. And this to us seems a bit like the Black Horse Pike back where we're at. So we're going to turn off the video here because the rest of this drive is just strip mall after strip mall after strip mall, and not too interesting. So until next time, adios.